Okay, hello. Today I will be showing you my project that the song is titled Follow the Sun, and let's just jump right into it. Okay, so I did my project in After Effects for this first 4-week project. It was kind of a mix, a mashup of different projects that I've done in the past. And my goal wasn't to make a beautiful kinetic typography or After Effects presentation, but just kind of to start layering what skill sets I do have so that if ever in the future I would want to add some type of typography into my film or make a solid typography product, I would have the basics and be able to not just start from scratch, but definitely be able to layer everything that I've learned so far. Okay, so I kind of explained why I wanted to learn. It really just, it looks good on a resume. It just enhances your ability to perform in different applications, and it just really presents yourself to different ideas and opens your range of things that you can do on your laptop and with your own products. So for this 4 weeks, I kind of had a struggle at the beginning. I had to, at first, I wasn't aware with After Effects that it wasn't a film-based production application, and so I had to, okay, well, I guess I'll explain my project first because it won't make sense if I go out of order. So my project was doing my own film and then putting a song on top of the film with moving words and lyrics. And at the beginning I wasn't sure what I wanted the words to be that showed up on my film, but in the end I decided just to do the lyrics of the song that I had picked, which that was probably the hardest part. And my film is definitely not like my best film. I kind of went out one night and got different shots that I wanted to use because, like I said, this is not a like big project that I did. It was just more of layering my skill sets. So first thing I had to do was go and film, and so I did these different shots, which we won't have to watch the whole thing because you'll see it in the final, but it's just random things, and my goal actually was to do a lot of driving shots, but that ended up kind of not happening, but it still worked out fine. And then of course I had to edit the film to go with the audio and the lyrics of the song that I picked, which was Follow the Sun. And then I had to go in and this is what I was explaining before. In After Effects, you can't simply just put the film and the audio straight into After Effects because it will give you some weird demonic sounding audio because it just doesn't work well with tons of layers of different film especially, and even audio sometimes it has trouble. So I had to separate my film and audio, and it was kind of a struggle. I had to go from Final Cut to After Effects into GarageBand and Final Cut again, and just back and forth, which definitely created some challenges, but it wasn't anything crazy. I've had to deal with worse, and it was pretty straightforward once I figured out what I needed to do to get the product. So here I kind of show how I dropped my film in. Silly me not knowing that it wouldn't work very well, but I just begin here showing you different basics of how to like drop your film, add a layer, add the text, and so on, but I'll show you more of that later. I explained how I had to separate it, and then I went in, and the first thing that I did, I'll play this while I talk. The first thing that I did, which I don't know if this is the best approach, but I went in and had my audio, and then I went in and added each text word and lined it up separately. So I didn't animate, I didn't place on the screen exactly where I wanted it each time, but I just did the whole thing. It was only about a minute. It was like 70 seconds. So I went in and lined up with the audio when I wanted the words to appear and just the timing of it. And then later I would go back in and place it on the screen where it would go with my film. So I had just my film in the background or like on another desktop screen, and I would go back and forth to each frame and see where I wanted the word to be in that frame. Okie doke. Okay, now I'm gonna open up my After Effects. If I can find it. This is it. I did not have a ton of time. It was a 4-week project, and I basically left the last week to animate because, as I said, I did the timing of it all and the film and everything like that. Layered takes a while, and so I only had about a week to do my animation, and that was definitely not enough time. As any of you who have ever done After Effects would know, it takes time, especially if you learn the camera, which I did not really dig deep into using the camera or just how that all plays out. But I did use a lot of presets over here, which really did help, and it helped up the process, and you just kind of drop it in, and then you can, so you like choose which one you want, and then you drag and drop it into the word that you want. Also I have a green screen because when I went back into Final Cut, you have to have the green screen for the words to go on top of the film. So sorry I'm kind of all over the place, but I'm just remembering different things that I did. But yeah, you have to, at first I had it in black so you could see my words better, but eventually you had to do a green screen so that you could drop the words on top of the film. But here I'll just show you a little bit about how, this is just my one animation right here. As you can see, it's open. And you can change it depending on where you want it, how much you want, the max amount, how much you want it to. This is a wiggle, by the way. It was a preset. But then you can also do things where if you have one word, I'll just open the same one, and you want to animate it, and then you can do like scale, anchor point, and like have it move across the screen, which I was not able to do a lot of, but you would just click on that, and then you would have these options down here of how much you wanted it to scale, like from what point to which point, and you would move your anchor, which is this little thing down there, to where you would want it. And for more in-depth videos, I would definitely recommend some YouTube videos, which there aren't a lot of great ones out there, but just you really have to search for it. And if you know anybody or can message anybody that has worked with After Effects, they'd be able to answer any short questions that a video may not be able to give you right away. So that is what I did for each word. Some words I did not animate or a lot because I did have my film, and so that you didn't want to distract too much from your own film that I produce and edit. And also I had the different sizes, and I also had it different places on the screen and a different timing. So really animating, you can do as much or as little as you want, and I chose to do not as much, also just because of my time cramp. And I really want to go back and learn more, but this is definitely just a starting place for me. Here I can show you the final video.
Follow the sun, and which way the wind blows when this day is done. And breathe in the air, set your intentions, dream with care. Tomorrow's a new day for everyone, a brand new moon and a brand new sun. So follow the sun, the direction of the bird, the direction of the bird.
So that's it. That's my After Effects presentation in a nutshell. I would definitely recommend spending more time on animating, but here's just kind of a basics, and this project definitely allowed me to build on other skill sets that I have and really advance in just little areas. And I hope to soon be able to go in more depth with After Effects because it is such a neat and like able tool to just allow you to enhance any project that you have. So that's all. Thank you for listening. Bye.